on to your seats, fight fans, because this week, the MMA world is delivering headlines of epic proportions. We've got celebrations worthy of royalty as Conor McGregor ties the knot in Vatican City, contrasting sharply with a fiery war of words igniting the lightweight division, where champion Ilia Topuria is locking horns with none other than Khabib Nurmagomedov over the future of the 155-pound throne. Welcome back to Combat Buzz Daily. Today, we've got a huge update involving Conor McGregor's extravagant Vatican wedding. We also have reactions from Ilia Topuria and Khabib Nurmagomedov, breaking info about the escalating lightweight championship controversy, and updates on Topuria's temporary hiatus from the octagon. Let's jump straight into it. First up, the notorious Conor McGregor is officially a married man. On Friday, December 12, 2025, in a stunning ceremony held within the historic church of Santo Stefano degli Abissini in Vatican City, McGregor exchanged vows with his longtime partner, Dee Devlin. The couple, who have been together since 2008 and share 4 children, got engaged back in 2020. Sources indicate an intimate ceremony featuring thousands of white roses, a 4-piece string quartet, and a 10-piece choir, followed by an extravagant reception at a nearby castle, complete with dancers and fireworks, truly living up to McGregor's promise of an over-the-top celebration. This highly anticipated union comes after years of planning, marking a major personal milestone for the UFC superstar. But while one legend celebrates love, another division is simmering with tension. Current UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria finds himself in a heated verbal battle with former undefeated champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. The friction stems from a disagreement over the legitimacy of Topuria's reign and who truly deserves to be considered the top contender in the 155-pound division, especially since Islam Makhachev, Khabib's protege, vacated the lightweight title earlier this year to claim welterweight gold. Topuria, who moved up to lightweight after a dominant featherweight run, claims the UFC had promised him an immediate title shot against Makhachev, a promise he says was fulfilled when he defeated Charles Oliveira to become the new lightweight king. Now, he publicly states that Khabib is attempting to undermine his championship status, accusing the Eagle of protecting Makhachev, perhaps due to the real threat Topuria presents. However, Khabib has been quick to dismiss Topuria's standing, openly arguing that El Matador has yet to prove himself against top-tier lightweight contenders. Nurmagomedov has been a staunch advocate for Arman Tsarukyan, currently ranked as the #1 contender, to get the next crack at the title. Khabib didn't mince words in a recent interview, predicting that Tsarukyan would decisively beat Topuria, stating the odds would be 80-20 in Tsarukyan's favor due to his superior wrestling and range control. This intense exchange of words has played out across social media and in interviews, fanning the flames of rivalry. However, fans eager to see Topuria defend his title will have to wait. Ilia Topuria has announced he will not be fighting in the first quarter of next year, citing a difficult moment in his personal life, and is prioritizing his children. This means no immediate fight is scheduled between Topuria and any contender, nor is a potential showdown with the retired Khabib currently on the table.
Our top story today involves Conor McGregor, who has just officially married his longtime partner, Dee Devlin, in a spectacular Vatican City ceremony. According to multiple reports, including TMZ and the Times of India, the couple exchanged vows on Friday, December 12, 2025, in the historic church of Santo Stefano degli Abissini within the Vatican walls. McGregor had previously spoken about his vision for their special day, stating in an interview with Extra in 2021, "My wedding is going to be extravagant, that's for damn sure. We are going to have the best of the best of the best, and then more to the best. I'm ready for it all." This celebration certainly lived up to his words. The intimate ceremony, attended by close family and friends, was followed by an extravagant reception at a nearby castle, featuring dazzling dancers and a breathtaking fireworks display. The couple, who first met in Dublin in 2008 and have been engaged since 2020, share 4 beautiful children, Conor Jr., Croya, Rian, and Mac, all of whom are reportedly part of their parents' joyous union. This has caused major reactions across the MMA community and beyond, with fans flooding social media with an outpouring of well wishes and heartfelt congratulations for the Notorious and his new bride. Many expressed elation that the couple, who have weathered nearly 2 decades of highs and lows together, finally tied the knot, with some calling it a fairy tale wedding. The wedding's surprisingly private nature, given McGregor's usually public persona, also drew comment, with some analysts believing it signifies a focus on family and personal stability after a tumultuous few years. McGregor himself has often credited Devlin's unwavering support as foundational to his career, once referring to her as his lifesaver. This significant personal milestone could certainly affect the Notorious One's immediate future in the fighting world. While the wedding itself doesn't directly impact division rankings, this new chapter of marital bliss could see McGregor further solidify his commitment to his family, potentially influencing the timeline and nature of his highly anticipated return to the octagon. With McGregor having hinted at future fighting plans, including a potential comeback fight at the UFC White House event in 2026, and still having 2 fights left on his UFC contract, fans are left to wonder if this newfound personal stability will translate into a renewed, focused charge back into championship contention, or perhaps a more measured approach to his remaining career.
Dana White recently responded to the mounting controversy surrounding the UFC lightweight division's matchmaking, specifically the announcement of an interim lightweight title fight. Saturday, January 24th in Las Vegas kicks off this incredible partnership with Paramount, White stated, referring to UFC 324. He continued, "Also in the main event we have Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim lightweight title to see who will face Ilia Topuria later this year on Paramount+." Dana seemed annoyed and frustrated, especially regarding the backlash of Arman Tsarukyan, the division's undisputed #1 contender, being bypassed for the interim shot. He clarified that Tsarukyan's current predicament stemmed from a missed opportunity to fight Islam Makhachev at UFC 311 earlier in the year, insisting that, "He's going back to the drawing board. I don't want anybody to fight hurt, ever. We've been in these positions before, went down there with the doctor. You miss opportunities sometimes, and he did. We'll see how this plays out for him next year." This sparked more reactions online, with many, including former lightweight champion Islam Makhachev and Daniel Cormier, questioning the decision to snub Tsarukyan, who just secured a dominant victory over Dan Hooker. White, however, doubled down, reportedly stating at a UFC 323 post-fight press conference that he did not give a shit about rankings in situations where fighters pull out. Tsarukyan had originally cited a back injury for his withdrawal from UFC 311. The recent comments from the fighter hint that weight issues might have also played a role in his last-minute pullout. The decision to install an interim title bout between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett at UFC 324 on January 24, 2026, stems from reigning lightweight champion Ilia Topuria's announcement that he will not be competing in the first quarter of next year due to personal reasons. Topuria, who became the undisputed UFC lightweight champion on June 28, 2025, by knocking out Charles Oliveira at UFC 317, is currently taking a sabbatical, necessitating an interim belt to keep the bustling lightweight division active. The winner of Gaethje versus Pimblett will ultimately unify the title against Topuria once he returns to action. The UFC has officially finalized a blockbuster interim lightweight title showdown. Reports confirm that Justin Gaethje will face Paddy Pimblett for the interim strap at UFC 324 on January 24, 2026 in Las Vegas. This comes as reigning undisputed lightweight champion Ilia Topuria takes an extended break from the sport to deal with a personal situation involving his divorce, announcing he won't be fighting in the first quarter of next year. Dana White recently addressed the controversy surrounding Arman Tsarukyan, the #1 contender, being bypassed for this interim shot. White alluded to behind-the-scenes factors, including Tsarukyan's late withdrawal from a previously scheduled title fight against Islam Makhachev at UFC 311 due to injury. He stated, "He's here. You know what I didn't do? We haven't cut him. We're not sideways with him. We don't dislike him. It is what it is. He knows how it played out. He knows how it went down behind the scenes. He knows. We all fucking know." This decision to crown an interim king comes after Topuria's monumental shift to lightweight earlier this year, where he vacated his featherweight title and then spectacularly knocked out Charles Oliveira in the first round at UFC 317 in June 2025 to claim the vacant lightweight belt. The winner of the Gaethje-Pimblett clash is expected to face Topuria in a unification bout once El Matador returns to action. Meanwhile, the outspoken Khabib Nurmagomedov publicly championed Arman Tsarukyan, strongly dismissing Ilia Topuria's chances against him. Khabib believes Tsarukyan is the best lightweight and gives him an 80-20% advantage over Topuria, primarily due to Tsarukyan's superior wrestling and grappling pedigree. Khabib even claimed the UFC is being cautious with Topuria's matchmaking, not wanting to throw him to Topuria too quickly against an elite grappler, especially considering Topuria's recent wins over strikers like Holloway and Oliveira. In other news, Conor McGregor officially married his longtime partner Dee Devlin on Friday, December 12, 2025 in Vatican City.
It's been a whirlwind of headlines in the world of MMA, and we've got the latest on the simmering conflict at lightweight and a surprising marital update. Kicking things off in the lightweight division, the verbal sparring between UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria and the legendary Khabib Nurmagomedov continues to escalate. Despite El Matador holding the lightweight strap, a title he claimed by vacating his featherweight belt in February 2025 and then knocking out Charles Oliveira at UFC 317 in June 2025 to become a two-division champion, Khabib remains unconvinced of his long-term reign. Nurmagomedov has been vocal in his belief that Arman Tsarukyan, currently the #1 contender, poses a far greater threat to Topuria's championship than Topuria himself does to anyone else. In a potent declaration made in August 2025, Khabib shared his thoughts on a potential clash, stating, "I believe right now the best lightweight is Arman. I'd say it's 80% 20% in Arman's favor." This strong dismissal, rooted in Tsarukyan's superior grappling and pressure, was clearly aimed at undermining Topuria's legitimacy as a dominant lightweight champion. Fans reacted with a mix of intrigue and debate, some agreeing with Khabib's assessment of the wrestling advantage, while others backed Topuria's striking power, believing this could set up an explosive champion versus contender showdown between Topuria and Tsarukyan. Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria has not shied away from firing back at the Dagestani camp. Responding to earlier comments by Khabib in April 2025, when Topuria was still campaigning for his lightweight title shot against Islam Makhachev, who has since become the welterweight champion, Ilia responded on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "Khabib knows I'm the one to take the belt from Islam. Only reason he doesn't want Islam to fight me." This only fueled more drama going into the ongoing lightweight title picture, with Topuria not only proclaiming himself as the true threat to the division, but also accusing Khabib of attempting to shield his longtime friend and protege, Islam Makhachev, from a challenging opponent. Topuria has even gone as far as to accuse Khabib's cousins and Makhachev of using performance-enhancing drugs, calling them super cheaters. The lightweight champion is currently taking an extended break from the sport for personal reasons and will not be fighting in the first quarter of 2026, leading to the creation of an interim title. And now for a brief but exciting update on a different UFC superstar. Conor McGregor officially married his longtime partner, Dee Devlin, on Friday, December 12, 2025 in Vatican City. The couple, together since 2008 and sharing 4 children, had an intimate ceremony at the historic church of Santo Stefano degli Bassini, followed by an extravagant reception at a nearby castle.
New reports reveal that Islam Makhachev has solidified his reign as UFC welterweight champion and clarified his future intent regarding the lightweight division. Sources confirm Makhachev's dominant victory over Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 322 via unanimous decision, 50-45x3, crowning him the new UFC welterweight champion and making him a 2-division title holder. In a move that sent ripples through the sport, Makhachev officially vacated his lightweight belt to pursue this welterweight dream, stating he's done cutting weight to lightweight and feels better at welterweight. He's now firmly committed to defending his newly acquired welterweight strap. However, whispers persist about a potential return to 155 pounds, but only for a very good offer, a super fight grand enough to lure him back to the division he once ruled. This calculated decision has undeniably complicated the lightweight title picture, leaving contenders in limbo. Fans instantly reacted with a mix of awe at his double champ status and intense debate over the now vacant lightweight title picture. Some expressed frustration over potential divisional stagnation, a common concern when champions eye multiple belts, while others are thrilled by the prospect of mega fights should Makhachev decide to return to 155 for the right opponent. This may not be the biggest story of the day, but it definitely affects the entire UFC landscape, especially the top of the lightweight division and ongoing rivalries. Speaking of lightweight, the tension between Ilia Topuria and Khabib Nurmagomedov is boiling over. Topuria, who recently vacated his featherweight title to move up, is adamantly claiming the UFC promised him an immediate lightweight title shot, even vowing to sit out until he gets it. He's publicly stated that Khabib is attempting to shield Makhachev, fearing Topuria as a significant threat to the lightweight throne. Khabib, for his part, has dismissed Topuria's immediate title aspirations, arguing that Topuria hasn't proven himself at lightweight against a top-ranked contender. Instead, the Eagle has thrown his full support behind Arman Tsarukyan, the current #1 contender, predicting Tsarukyan would likely defeat Topuria in a fight. The verbal jabs on social media and interviews have only intensified this brewing rivalry, fueling speculation of a phantom lightweight clash that might see Khabib, though retired, metaphorically step back into the octagon to defend his protege's legacy against Topuria's bold claims.
While no fight is currently on the table between Khabib and Topuria, or even Topuria and Makhachev due to Topuria's personal situation keeping him out of action in early 2026, the rhetoric is certainly keeping the lightweight division buzzing.
And that brings us to the close of what has been an absolutely wild week in the world of MMA. A true dichotomy of personal celebration and intense professional drama. On one side, we saw one of the sport's biggest stars, Conor McGregor, celebrating a deeply personal milestone. The Notorious officially tied the knot with his longtime partner, Dee Devlin, on Friday, December 12, 2025, in a beautiful and intimate ceremony held at the historic church of Santo Stefano degli Avicini within the ancient walls of Vatican City. The couple, who have been together since 2008 and share 4 children, got engaged in 2020 and marked their union with what's reported to be an extravagant reception, complete with dazzling dancers and a spectacular fireworks display. It was a moment of pure joy and a rare glimpse into the personal life of a fighter often in the spotlight for his octagon antics. But while one legend was embracing marital bliss, another major storyline unfolded, stirring up significant tension in the UFC lightweight division. We're talking about the escalating verbal sparring between the undefeated Ilia Topuria, who now holds the UFC lightweight championship, and the retired but ever influential Khabib Nurmagomedov. The friction has been building over the past few weeks and months, focusing on the hierarchy and future of the stocked 155-pound division. Ilia Topuria, having recently vacated his featherweight title and emphatically claimed the lightweight gold by knocking out Charles Oliveira at UFC 317 in June 2025, has made it clear he believes he was promised an immediate title shot even before he became champion. He hasn't shied away from publicly stating his belief that Khabib is attempting to shield his longtime friend and protege Islam Makhachev from facing him, claiming Khabib knows Topuria presents a significant threat. However, the landscape is even more complex now, as Islam Makhachev has since moved up to the welterweight division, where he became the UFC welterweight champion at UFC 322 in November 2025. Despite this, Khabib has consistently dismissed Topuria's standing in the lightweight division, arguing that El Matador has yet to truly prove himself against top-ranked contenders at 155 pounds. Khabib has instead championed Arman Tsarukyan, the current #1 contender for the next lightweight title shot, even going so far as to predict Tsarukyan would likely defeat Topuria in a fight. The exchange of words on social media and in various interviews has certainly ratcheted up the anticipation, but any immediate showdown involving Topuria has been put on hold. Topuria recently announced he will be taking a break from fighting for the first quarter of next year, citing a difficult moment in his personal life that requires his full attention, particularly concerning his children. This hiatus means that while the verbal jobs continue, no fight is currently scheduled for the lightweight champion until at least the second quarter of 2026. In fact, due to Topuria's absence, there's already talk of an interim lightweight title fight, potentially featuring Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje to keep the division moving. This week, then, serves as a stark reminder of the multifaceted world of MMA, from the personal triumphs that captivate headlines to the high-stakes political chess matches that dictate divisional futures. As McGregor settles into marital life, the lightweight division remains a powder keg, with Topuria at its center, even from a temporary distance. The question now isn't just who Topuria will fight when he returns, but how these intense rivalries and personal commitments will shape the legacies of these prominent figures in the years to come. What do you think about today's updates? Should Ilia Topuria be facing a top contender when he returns, or should the division wait for him? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe for daily MMA